welcome to Keeping in Character. So last week, things didn't go well. All of our recording for the entire session was garbage.
You didn't have to tell him that.
But here we are. So now we're going to play the game again this week. So what happened, not last week, but the week prior from that? You all met Sunmut and went into the forest to go through a shortcut. And Sunmut. Yeah, my bad. I said it wrong the first time.
You met her smut.
Once, gross. Went into the forest looking for a shortcut. Turns out it wasn't a shortcut. There's just a bunch of angry trees. Killed the trees. Got hit by lightning and went back on the road to hide the body in his caravan and move along.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's got really cool tattoos.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Speaking of Sunny, while you're all packing the dead body into the wagon and getting ready, Sunny has snuck along. Sorry, the sack of potatoes.
Thank you.
Sunny has snuck along and grabbed a flask of unknown liquid. And seeing as it smells and tastes like booze, she started drinking.
That's totally out of character.
Turns out it is not booze. It is somewhat, upon coming over and seeing that Sunny is chugging on this flask, he goes, is that yours? She goes, yes. Because if it was mine, the one that I left lying around for thieves, it's not meant for Fae. You're not gonna feel great for the next couple of days here. He goes, what do you mean? And then you can hear an audible rumble in her stomach. Missy is not here this week, so Sunny is sick. And here we are, from stealing booze. She will be, for the most part, waiting along in the wagon, working on a little bit of a project she has going on. But
It's called a hangover.
So you are all currently on the side of the road, just about, 2 hours from, you went out into the woods for 2 hours, and now you're back onto the road right by the inn where you had left in the first place.
Right.
Yes.
We've made exactly no progress. What the hell, Sunmut?
Jeremy said don't trust him, but here we are trusting him.
Look, we got a compartment for your dead guy. Get you through the military checkpoint, through the city gates, and we'll be on our way.
I mean, you did a very good point. Help save our ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's hard not to get
help
a little
save
bit
our
of
ass?
trust.
I mean, he took us and almost killed us.
Yeah, but before that,
But no one died.
And that's very true. Nobody died. He's got a good point.
And I saved you from your masked friend.
Jeremy knows when she's outnumbered, but Jeremy does not agree. And Sunmut, I do not trust you. And she gets up on her horse and
I don't really have to, so,
Yeesh.
Okay.
You sell us out in this checkpoint. It'll be the last thing that you ever try to get over on someone, I promise.
fair.
thank you, rivals. I agree.
All right, have we all got our mean words out of the way? We're all happy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't have to need to be happy.
We have a time frame that you seem to have no regard for, so we should get moving now.
Sorry.
Yeah, the potatoes aren't gonna
I
last
wonder
forever.
how far behind you guys would get if you didn't have a way past the checkpoint.
Oh, let's just go.
He climbs up onto the thing and hops into the front and moves the wagon along.
Rabbi.
Casual about everything.
So, Ribos, Jeremy, and Yizgalin are all on horses, correct? Mm-hmm. And then Shkaba, are you flying around or did you hop on the wagon?
No, I'm hopping on the wagon.
All right. After a little while down the road, Sunmut does hand over the reins to you. He goes, I'm going to check on your friend. Hops down and doesn't check on Sunny at all. Goes to start working on a woodworking project in the back of his wagon with all of his little tools.
Well,
So
you could have
this
just,
starts.
asked me to drive for you. I would have did it.
Okay,
No
will you
problem.
drive? Keeps going.
Let's give this a go.
About half a day's journey or so, you end up coming up to the military checkpoint. There's a pair of large carts and then 3 men standing around. Each of them have wielding crossbows and some armor.
What colors are they wearing?
The colors on that, if I remember correctly, last week told you silver. That's what it was, silver and burgundy. I couldn't remember if it was silver and burgundy or
Burgundy
silver
background
and
with a silver
emerald.
slash on
There you
that
go.
color bar.
Yes, yep. Couldn't remember which group I put that with.
Which
but-
is Dusters of Kryi.
No. So that was technically no,
Okay.
but they're working for that kind of thing. So
So my note is half right.
correct. So as you approach, you do notice that they have colors that you don't really recognize as a large noble house, but they must be working for the duchy, which is what you're going into, and that's why there's this checkpoint here. This is the territory boundary. Anything on this side belongs to the Duchess above Count Walgriff, and everything on the other side is the Duchess that owns Kryi. So, yeah. You guys start pulling up, and Sunmut, he's not really paying attention to what's going on, so right now, you four are the ones that are watching. You and Yizgalin. So, what do you do?
Yes. Casual.
Sure.
Be cool, be cool.
As you come up, you see one of the guys runs out and waves their hand. Stop! Stop!
Hi!
And then someone goes, "Ah, damn it!" and runs out. Just keep going. Keep driving.
Okay. He said stop.
The guy standing in the middle of the road goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" and jumps out of the way. As the
So
car just
sorry.
keeps
So
plodding
sorry.
along. Well, what are you guys doing?
Sorry.
We're on a time
The other
frame.
two pick up crossbows, and then you see Sunmut fling something out of the back of the wagon at them.
Don't shoot. I'd stop my horse.
You hear a clanking noise as a bag of what appears to be coins hits the ground and spills all over. He goes, "Keep driving."
He said to keep going.
Pats
Let's
you on the
go.
I think you dropped that when you fell. Snap the reins and
Just keep going, just keep
You
going.
see them as you go, like just whiz by. They're like, "What?" But they don't seem to be giving chase or pointing their crossbows at anybody.
Was that the idea? Is that the plan?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, if that's
Just
all
back
it
in the
takes,
thing.
why the hell did we need you?
Because if you do that with a dead body in your hands, well,
You got the good
Oh,
point.
wow.
this is
why I
how
go
this is how the
flashy.
world works. And he's screaming to you guys as you're on horses. Like, this is just how it is.
Maybe don't say that so loud.
They know. Or otherwise they wouldn't have let us pass.
They know now.
Let's just
I
keep
guess
going.
the body thing, wasn't he screaming that part as much. I meant more of the latter stuff that now he's starting to
No,
scream.
the body.
Oh, the party in the back.
That's the part that I'm
fine
helping.
now.
Okay, all right, dead bodies. Okay, now we got it.
But it's pretty easy to cruise on by when you have somebody who has done this before. He's already come this direction, and now he's going back the other way and just threw cash. They didn't recognize Shkaba in the front because,
Casual.
he wasn't the one that that owned that wagon. The rest of the day goes pretty smoothly. There's nothing really. No ruffians are going to be within a day's ride of a military checkpoint and stick around for that long. So, given that night, you all break down for camp and get things set up. And you do hear Sunny the whole time going, guys.
Oh no.
She's going to need something to eat to make her feel better. I'll be back.
She eats? I don't think she.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think she
I
eats.
think she'll need to this time.
Anybody have
I'll be
booze?
back.
Oh
Walk
boy.
off.
Sure.
Try to pick up some tracks.
She needs some
What?
water.
What? Then you
Rybos takes
killed
off
her.
for a little while and goes off into the surrounding fields that you guys are in.
Ugh.
Somebody!
I'll go check on her. Walks over to the wagon. Sonny, are you okay, man?
No.
It doesn't sound very
Could
good.
you give me that pillow? And she points at something that's no more than 3 foot away from her.
Yes, of course, Sonny. Goes up and grabs it. And
Puts it behind her head. It's all snuggled in.
anything else Jeremy can do for you? Make you
No.
more comfortable?
Thank you.
Okay. Just like, all right, well, let us know if you need anything, and we'll just be out at the campfire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night, Sonny. And like kind of walks out.
Jeremy,
Yes.
could you get me some of my beer, please? And it's gonna be that for the entire rest of the night. Just Sunny. If you've ever been around a little kid who's been sick, it's just been nonstop. Jeremy, could you get me this?
And of course, I was the person to volunteer, so that was going to be me the whole night. Yeah, I'll get you. I knew you wanted beer. Where is it? Where did you put it?
I think Shkaba has it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go out the wagon and Shkaba. Do you have Sunny's booze for beer?
Yes, I think I have it around here somewhere. Let me
Alright.
just.
You want to go give it to her?
Here you go.
I think it would be really good if you go. And she doesn't even reach for it. She's like, I don't think it would. I think it'd be really
let me
nice.
set it on the ground here, and I'm going to turn around and wings out.
And he grabs it and like walks back. And right before Jeremy goes into the wagon, she's just like, put on a smile.
I'm on it.
Water, here you are, Sonny. I got it just
Thanks,
for
Jeremy.
you. Yes. Anything else Jeremy can do?
No.
All right. You sleep tight. We be around the campfire.
And she doesn't really respond. Just keeps
Very
drinking
good.
away.
Very good. And it just walks out, and goes next to the fire, and gets into her book and starts comparing and contrasting, but not really getting too much anywhere. But just
I think you did end up recognizing that the pages are, while they have the same language, one of them is definitely magic, and then the other one does not have anything that is magical about it, as far as you can tell.
perfect.
But, yes, after the couple of days of study, you've reached that conclusion and now have that set up. Shkaba, what are you doing as you're breaking camp and all that?
I'm just gonna play with the fire here, get it all ready. Just kind of. Oh, we're breaking camp.
Breaking camp. What?
It's already morning.
No. I'm sorry.
Breaking
For camp. That's what I
There
meant.
you
You guys. So this is.
Baking camp.
Yeah,
Bingo.
making camp.
That's the one.
Yeah, we've already partied.
Not breaking camp. Making camp.
Okay, good.
We're all on the same page. We're
not at
all
all.
having a great time.
No, you're all right. So what are you doing?
So I'm just making the fire here. Keeping my eye out as much as I can until it starts to get dark, and then
Sure.
just gonna waltz away and not off.
All right. After a little while, you are awakened with the sound of a thump as something gets thrown down nearby you. It appears to be a dead sheep.
Oh dear.
Rybal standing over top of it with blood on his shoulder, and
I go down to one knee, start gutting it.
the smell of gutted sheep permeates the air as you're all
Rivals?
sitting around.
Would
Is
you like some
Gollum
help?
poking at the fire?
We'll need some help preparing it, but I'll get the.
Would anybody like to ask
the hell did
why
you get a sheep?
Rivals? There it is. Yes, Rivals, why do
Go
you
catch
have
one in the
sheep?
wild?
Essentially,
Essentially. Who did you steal this from?
I told you I was a good hunter.
Did you pay for it? Did you pay for it?
I killed it.
By
That's all
my-
the payment you need when you hunt is you kill it, you carry it back.
By my examination of the sheep, it looks like a wild one. So
A
you're
wild
telling the
sheep.
truth.
Yes, a wild wool-covered sheep. Yes. Pristine,
You say
clean.
sheep in the wild, they don't grow wool.
I mean, not like this. This is different.
I see no problem
Goes
here.
through and as you
It's going to taste better though.
cutting everything up
Jeremy,
and all
don't
that. She does take the pelt from you after you're done stripping that off, and starts stripping the sinew and gross off of the back of it.
Jeremy's just reading
I
his book.
stalked it. I killed it. That's hunting. Shut up.
So you have a couple days worth of food with the sheep. Are able to cook it up pretty easy, and then have a nice meal of mutton.
Let's pour some sauce on that.
Right.
Boy.
Delicious.
Very good, Rivals. I do like this.
Thank you. See, I told you I eat when I'm hungry.
Yeah, I do too. Yes.
So as the night goes down, Sunmut doesn't come out of the wagon until he smells meat cooking. Hops down and then goes to help himself
Oh, Joe. of
with
course
that
you
and be
would.
like,
Oh, just help yourself.
"Oh, good,
Yeah.
thanks." He kind of grabs a chunk and hops back into the wagon. tearing at it and looking like he's gonna bed down for the night.
I do not like him. I do not like him, Rivals. I guess I'll try and
He is
try
a
and try. And
necessary-
I do not like him.
Necessary evil.
Ah,
Self-importance.
yes. I just can't shake the feeling that he's going to betray us at some point. I don't know. Do something that is harmful to us, but
But it will be the last time he does so.
Shkaba, this is your friend. What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call him my friend. I mean, you know, we've done a couple of jobs, but
All right,
I
your
mean,
coworker.
that's a little better, yes. I mean, you know, it seems okay to me. You know, I mean, we could have easily, you know, tried to gallop through the little outpost they had with a dead body on the back of the horse, or you know, it could be shoved in a box and easily transported.
It will be easier to get into the city this way.
Exactly. And plus, even if he does betray us, I mean, come on, what's this? Like 7 of us? Alohi, what's he gonna do?
Die.
Exactly.
Jeremy's like, I'm books and I'm goblin. This
the book
no, this
thing,
dog.
you know, you
We
throw the
could
book
just
at him
kill
or
him.
something. Hey, see that too.
Okay,
It's an option.
that is the option.
See, literal. The book.
She
Right.
says the option.
And she looks around and goes, wait, do you want to do that?
We could take his carriage. Never mind. No, Jeremy,
she looks around like,
we can talk. We can talk about this another time.
Only if we have good reason.
fair. Okay, so if he does something shady, we kill him and take the wagon.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm glad we come to an agreement.
I'll get up from the fire at that point, chomping on a piece of mutton, and I'll walk off to find a place to meditate for a little while.
Alrighty. As you sit down and begin your glowing and stabbing? Is it stabbing this time?
Flagellating.
Right, and right now you're covered with sheep's blood. Just,
Flagellation.
yep. And go through and
Farting your spirits out?
start flagellating and covered in another animal's blood and pulsating with magical energy. There is a different voice, something that you're not used to, something that hasn't happened before. It's not one of your ancestors, and it's not a coherent voice. It's just a just a murmuring happening. It has been alarming, but it's not the first time that something odd like this has happened. Obviously, you talk to your ancestors in your head.
Right,
And
this is new and different sounds. I
Correct.
will try to focus on
Sure. Yep.
the new voice more.
Meditate in on that, and it doesn't come out and say anything, but it is talking to you in some capacity. All right, and you do see that after a while of munching and getting ready for bed, Sunmut does jump out of the wagon with a pouch in his hand, and comes up to you while you're meditating and goes, "Thanks for the sheep.
Do I notice him, or am I too?
This is up to you." He's kind of standing next to you as you're pulsating.
I'm
And
still aware of my surroundings.
oh yeah, for sure.
If
So-
he speaks to me, I'll get my attention.
Yep. Thanks for the sheep. It was good.
You're welcome. Why are you interrupting my meditation?
Wanted to pay you back. And he picks up a handful of sand and throws it at you.
I wipe it off my face and stand
whoa,
up. Walk
whoa.
What are you doing? What is the meaning
It's
of this?
magic sand.
I'm going to take that magic sand and shove it into a magic bag. I'll hold it. Not that one.
He looks around for a little
A
bit.
portable hole. Does that make more sense?
Nope.
I don't know what that means.
You can't pick up a hole and move it. That's it's not a. Wait, are you talking about my portable hole?
Yes.
Oh, that I
I
understand.
could absolutely pick you up.
And you notice that there's no blood on your hands.
I look my
And-
hands back in front.
It's like you never killed it.
Cleaning powder.
How the hell does that work?
Magic. He throws another handful
That's crazy.
just around. It cleans up part of the ground as it hits the ground, like different leaves and all that are kind of blown away.
I look around for anything, any traces of the lamb slaughtering.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely on the ground where you.
I'll reach down as I'll walk back toward the camp. And imagine
He falls
I'll
behind.
find like a
Chipper.
handful of bloody soil and just start wiping it all over my arms.
That's
And,
disgusting.
War painting my face with it.
Well, happy to help. And he saunters back over to the wagon and hops in.
It's not helpful.
Jeremy's like at the like looking at a book, but then like staring at Ribos and like watching Sunmut go back to the wagon, go back to Ribos, go back to her book.
And you see him very haphazardly just kind of toss the bag onto one of his counters and then shut the door and looks like he's going to sleep.
That bastard had the presumption to decide he wanted me clean.
Are you going to kill him?
Ribos, he was trying to help.
Thought about it.
Most people don't want sheep's blood covering them when they sleep.
I don't care what kind of blood it is. Right now, I need it.
That's not the point I was trying to make.
I don't understand your point.
He was trying to not raise suspicion when you walk by anybody.
That is also true.
Are you all suspicious of me now?
You have been stabbing yourself and
You're going to
glowing,
wake
covered
up
in
and
sheep's
you're going
blood.
to have a lot of blood on you.
Yes,
and you're going
we
to forget
know
about
that.
it. So I mean,
But if anyone's going to be hiding a dead body in a wagon, it would be the man covered in blood.
Well, maybe it's a good way to actually throw them off the trail, because what idiot would do that?
now see,
He
comes
starts
out with
laughing
a
and gets up and
there,
walks
you know.
off. Needs a break. So,
Jeremy likes symbols.
but you guys bed down for the night, and who is taking first watch? I don't remember who we had last time.
I don't.
First watch.
First watch there. Yizgan will be second. You'll be third, and then yeah, that'll work.
Okay, I get to watch them.
One.
Yeah,
you
you
were
were
one,
one.
weren't you?
one.
I actually.
Yeah, he would do one since.
Oh, it's not it's getting dark, so his watch will
and
go
actually,
into
now
the
that-
night.
I think it was you first.
Yep.
Now that I remember it.
Okay, yeah. I'll take first watch then.
It
Yep.
was funny. You're great. You're fantastic.
So your watch goes over without any sort of incident, as far as you can tell. Yizgalin's as well, and eventually wakes up Jeremy, who's on your watch. Hold on. No, actually, so that wouldn't be, yeah. We're retconning a few things because we're trying to remember what the hell happened last week that we
I
did.
just don't remember who's watching.
But we're also switching it up because
think it was
Sunny's
on
not
Sunny.
here. So your watch goes over just fine. And then the last one, Shkaba, you do hear a voice. Sheep, 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 sheep. Sheep, ding, 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 ding. The shepherd is walking around
Oh, dear.
in a field.
I wonder where the sheep went.
Sheep, 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 sheep.
That is crazy.
You do notice that there is a bloody pile of soil that has been churned up a little bit by Ribos picking up a chunk and rubbing it on himself.
All right, I'm just gonna like casually walk over there and like scrape my claws across
Sure,
it
sure.
and try to like brush it up with my wings
sheep,
behind
sheep,
me as I'm walking over to him.
It is, you're like just moving it. Have you ever like seen a little kid playing with their food, like just moving it around? It's
Yeah.
not really getting it anywhere, it's just making it look like you did something. No,
Making it look like I'm doing like a little
Right.
interpretive dance.
Little claw.
and you look down and it doesn't appear that that's getting rid of the, like, if this guy comes over here, he's gonna be like, that's a pile of blood. Where the hell's my sheep?
He doesn't know it's for
No, he does not. That is fair. It's either a sheep or it's worse.
Yeah, I'm going to spread my wings out and lay on the pile.
Perfect. So
You
you
know,
see the
just
guy.
casually, just cross my legs.
Oh, there! And comes running over. This is 14-year-old elven boy. You seen a sheep, Mr. Birdman?
Pick my head up a little bit. The
Sorry
sheep?
to wake you.
Um,
But my pa's gonna kill me if I don't find that damn sheep.
sheep,
So-
the sheep. Was it a big sheep, little sheep?
Hey man, it's average size sheep.
No, I don't think I've seen one yet. No, I've
you
only
see-
been here for maybe
Wait.
like 5 minutes so far.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I kind of just flew down. I was getting a little tired.
You just flew into somebody's camp.
Well, they're all sleeping. They don't see me. I wasn't staying
Okay,
for very long.
I'm gonna. Who's sleeping around the fire?
I'm sleeping by the cart.
Cart.
Around the fire.
Fire. He goes over and goes, And he looks at Jeremy and then thinks better of it and starts looking around for other people and then sees Ribos. And then sees his gal and he goes, you guys have a good night. Or
Okay.
morning or whatever, and leaves.
Good luck
So-
trying to find your jeep.
He saw some sort of traveling, for him, useless bird folk, and then goblin, orc, and then half giant person. He's like, nope, pass. This is how I get
Not
eaten.
gonna start shit here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get cooked. No.
You can have the
Just
shirt.
leave.
You can have it.
And it heads on out and goes back to his farm. Well, you guys all begin waking up in the morning, and so you can either tell people what happened or not.
Yeah, no, apparently the guy who owned the sheep, he came back last night.
What?
Yeah, I told him go away though. We're good. Don't worry.
I killed it. That means I own it.
Yeah, it's a wild sheep. Like I told everybody, it
Oh
was
yes,
wild.
the wild sheep that has a master. That's.
I didn't hear you complaining about a full belly.
I guess I'm not.
As long as it's taken care of, Jeremy doesn't care.
There we go.
Okay,
No harm, no foul, right?
I suppose. Let's and then.
Power on. Auxiliary in.
Ooh, things are talking.
You would play.
Oh.
Hello.
My gosh, my camera's freaking out. Everybody
All right,
else.
we're gonna pause for a second here.
Did I do?
Oh, the thing died.
And
Okay.
we're back because our camera went off. Anyway,
We went directly past Ludacris, wait to Plaid.
so
Very good.
you all have all woken up and arguing about sheep,
Whoa.
and are now getting onto the road and moving on.
Arguing is such a strong term.
We were
We were just bonding over a
discussing.
deal. That's
Oh yeah. So as you're traveling along this day, Sunny is less needy. She's feeling a little bit better, and has been working diligently on something. She won't. Anytime that somebody comes in, she's like, "Nope," and shuts the door. And you can't see it, but you can hear.
Secretive today.
You can hear Sunmut and her working on something. She's still not up, if that makes sense. She's not flying around or anything like that, but she is sitting there on a work table doing something.
Yeah, Sonny and Sun working on something that can't be good.
Sonny has it. Him taken care of. At least they're entertained.
Fair.
So, as you travel on, you do see a few travelers here and there. People pass by. Not too busy, not big caravans or anything like that. Just typically like the lone farmer on a horse, or small groups of people. But it doesn't seem like there's a huge bustling trade in this area because of this potential war going on. As you are going by, you do see 4 figures actually kind of running down the road. Yep, little, very small figures, about goblin size. Ways off in the distance because you're still riding up. So, anything you guys want to do?
Are they running toward us?
Yep. Towards you, they are pretty far away at this point, but you can tell their general size.
I will slow my horse to a trot.
Sure. You guys aren't moving at any great speed as of right now. It's not like you guys are running forward. You have.
I just don't want to trample them incidentally.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. But they're still a ways off, so you guys spot them, and then you're not going to run over them anytime soon. You got quite a ways to go.
Well, then I guess I don't need to slow down.
Sunmut and Sunny are working on their thing, and Yizgalin is kind of riding behind and checking the perimeters, making sure that no one's coming up from behind you guys, that kind of deal. So
Does everybody see those 4 over there in the distance? Those little ones?
they're like running, from what you can tell.
They look like they're trying to make good time, but I think they have short legs. No
Yeah.
offense.
Good jokes. Like that. Very nice.
It wasn't meant to be a joke. Just saying, they're not very fast.
Right.
They just sound like people.
Well, they can go that way quickly. We can go this way quickly. We don't have to stop.
Okay.
Just fly on by, I guess.
As you're moving along, you do see that they stop at one point a little bit ahead of you guys, and like catching their breath, and they wave.
In return,
And you hear an orcish come out, but from the southern lands, not from where you're from.
Squawk at them. Eric Okra.
I'll speak back to them in Orcish.
And sorry. What they ended up saying was, it's like, "Hello, travelers."
How do you know my tongue?
And they all kind of look at each other and they're like, "No Orcish."
You're a liar.
You do see that the figures in front of you. There's one goblin, one gnome, and then 2 halflings.
It seems strange to me that they would know Orcish.
They are all, yes, definitely, because the dialect that they're speaking is quite a ways from where you guys are right now. The closest ones would be the orcs to the north and the frozen islands up there. But these folks are from a place to the south, somewhere. You haven't been there, so you're not entirely sure exactly where that's coming from. But you know that you're like, that is not my people, so it must be someone else from that direction, kind of thing. So
Right.
you do notice that they are wearing more or less like burlap sacks. You know, it's not well-made clothing. None of them are wearing shoes. They're all filthy. It's they don't seem to have any sort of packs or anything like that. And they're like, spare food, which they say in halfling, kind of broken.
Rivals? Do you
Yes,
understand these?
They're
People?
speaking one of my native tongue, anyway.
And you see the
Not
goblin.
goblin.
The goblin pokes over and goes, "You have food? Have food?"
Goblin? And goblin?
Yeah. Just smoke.
One second.
And they all-
Rivals, what's going on?
I am not sure, but they know Orcish.
That's
It's very strange.
all right. Well, I'm sure. Can we spare them something?
I
Reach into his sack and pull out a haunch from what's left of the lamb.
Sure. So, and this would be basically you guys
Toss it
are
at their feet.
are going to make food tonight, and then this would be what you won't be able to eat tonight, and then you hand it off to them, and it's enough for them to.
Well, before I toss it down at their feet, I'll just hold it out.
Sure. And then
Orcish,
one of
I'll
them
say.
runs over and like,
you know how to cook this.
No, I don't think they care.
yep. It's the gnome that's grabbing it. That's the one that was speaking to you, and it's like, uh-huh.
All right, I'll drop it to him.
Thank you. And they do it's an orcish gesture that isn't from your homeland, but they kind of do one of these to you and then go scampering off. But you recognize what that is, but it's like a you do it to travelers when you go past each other, and you're like, I'm not here to kill you, and thank you for not killing me, kind of thing. It's it's like a respect almost, but
Gesture
it's
of peace.
bingo. And so you know of it, but it's not something that your people have their own customs and things like that. But yeah, they then take off down the road as fast as they can.
That was very strange.
Very strange indeed.
Sounds like they spoke your tongue too.
Well, at least the goblin.
The goblin did speak a dialect that wasn't from your homeland. So there's goblin language is very blendy. So it's accent after accent after accent, just blending in from one to another. So you're not sure where they're from, but they're not from where you're from.
They are not from my tribes.
They are not from my tribes.
They're definitely not from mine either.
That narrows it down.
He's going, snaps the reins and starts moving forward.
It's Colin.
They're beggars. What?
Why would they know Orcish?
I don't know.
Funny things, funny people.
Plenty of them, yes.
All right, and then the rest of the day ends up going pretty smoothly. At one point, Sunmut goes, "Stop the cart! Stop it!" and jumps out of the back, holding something, and then runs up and goes, "Ha ha!" and holds a wooden helmet above his head.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be impressed?
So it looks like the wooden mask from the massive tree that you guys had seen, not yesterday, but the day before that. But it has 2 horns made of wood coming out of the top there, and then it's fitted onto a metal and leather cap. So this would be an effective helmet, and on top of that you have the horns. And he goes, "It's for you,
Why?
for helping me." you know,
This
with that.
gesture of peace.
Basically, I heard you guys talking about wanting to kill me the one day, so, you know,
I don't want to kill you.
exactly. I'm just
thought I might need to.
trying to show my appreciation for you not killing me and taking my wagon and leaving.
Of course.
And he holds it out to whoever is standing there. Anyone?
It's a pretty neat looking helmet, don't you think?
And he tosses it to Jeremy.
It almost falls off her horse, just like, what? Okay. Well, I don't. I have my hats. I like my hats.
Do what you want.
Should we put it on top of your head?
Well, and
Just hat,
Jeremy.
helmet.
Put the hat on top of the helmet.
Rivals. Yes, and she takes her hat off, and her big ears are just sticking out, and she puts her the helmet on, and it scrunches her ears back down, and she puts her little hat on right between the
You're able to
horns.
secure it a little bit into
the
the.
horns.
Yep. There you go.
That's very stylish.
Is it?
I don't know much about style, but I think it looks neat.
Hey, big guy,
Thank you, Rivals.
come on down.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get off my horse.
Grab your shield. And he takes a couple steps back.
It's already strapped on. I ride with
Right.
it. So.
And he
This guy.
picks off his hat, and you see little horns, and he comes running at you.
Raise myself.
And crashes into the shield and pushes you back.
Oh,
He goes, "That's what that does."
but you don't have a helmet. Where did the horns come from?
And he kind of rolls up one of his pant legs, and you see a cloven hoof with fur on there. He goes, "You're not the only failing around, or one with a failing around here.
Well,
Satyr. See,
Satyr.
this is sign of good faith. Now you guys know what I am, and you know that's something.
Oh,
Just like I know your friend's a fairy.
oh.
She
gosh.
talks a lot when she's sick.
Oh no.
He's just a fairly small child, that's all it is.
Very small child that can fly, and has a crown from the Feywild. I'm not entirely sure where that came from.
It's certainly not surprising.
Yeah,
that-
she'll show you later. Anywho,
Well,
That helmet can do what Sunmut just did to me. It's very useful.
Sunmut, but you know,
Sunmut.
yeah, you got that. You
he's
got
fine.
that.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Go ahead, show him.
You should give it a whirl. Go ahead. Run into him.
We're on a time frame.
Just
I'm sorry, the 5 minutes that were, you know,
Fine,
we'll be
and
fine.
she like wiggles her butt off the horse, and
Come on, Jeremy. Give it all you got.
I'm really not
If you don't do it to him, I'm going to do it to you.
all right. Just and she kind of wiggles her butt, and
And as you run forward, you feel the helmet almost, not pull you forward, but push you from behind forward, if that makes sense.
Oh,
And
okay.
you crash into the thing. And go ahead and make a strength save.
Ooh, big hit.
Because now I think we're at the point
I
where
think
we
this
have
is where we
more
were,
or less
Strength check.
save.
Oh, it is a saving.
Save, yep.
Okay.
16.
So you don't get knocked back, but you feel the force behind it. So it's a DC 13 strength save.
I think I do have that.
Yep. Helm of the Savior. Yep.
Whoa, Jeremy, that's very impressive.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys so
Thanks for
much.
coming.
We had guests.
They're awesome. We like them a lot.
All right. And yeah. So that's, you have the Helm of the Satyr.
Wow, I have to admit, this is very nice. Jeremy can use this.
Did it hurt your head?
No, my head feels fine. It almost felt like it pushed me, but
Yep. It'll smash in some doors too. So you know, you're welcome. Don't kill me. And he
thank
hops
you
onto
so
the
much.
thing. And now that he's shown his features to you guys, he does instead of walk, he like bounces and leaps onto the cart and jumps a lot more, like a
Now
lot
it's
higher,
obvious.
that kind of thing. So, but yeah,
Hippy hoppy.
he doesn't seem to mind that you guys know now. But yep, just boing, 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 and then into the wagon.
Does anybody find it concerning that we have now 2 fey creatures with us?
Yes. Jeremy's still not Jeremy. Just got him still on the horse and just.
I think it's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, we're a very diverse bunch, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, diverse.
Diverse when we're trying to be quiet is
But it is what it is. I mean, I can't say that this isn't nice. So I'll get back on my horse now. And she begrudgingly kind of just gives Sunmut a little bit of credit and just
There you go.
back up on her horse.
Yeah.
Sunmut can obviously hide his features well. He's hid it from all of us for a whole day, 2 days.
As long as he doesn't start skipping and jumping all over the place.
He seems to be the most subtle of all of us, really. He wants to be.
Yes.
Can't say that I'm doing that better. All right.
Well, it shouldn't be too long. We after tonight, we have one more day, and then we'll be at the city.
That's where we need to drop off the potatoes.
The
right?
potatoes, yes.
Good. We
Well-
can be done with this mess.
Not drop off the potatoes. This is a stopping point. We, in order to speak to the body and have coherent memories, we have to make it to a priest within 10 days. And then after that, we have to bring them to somebody who can actually talk to them.
Oh, that's how the person can do that thing?
No.
Can do both?
No, we have to, it's this here once, and then we have another 10 days from then, and then whatever time we had left to make it to the next place. And then we should be done.
This is far more complicated than I thought.
Transporting the dead body of the heir to the throne of Rentwillith is more complicated than I would have liked to be involved with. But you don't have to come with me.
We should have just burned him.
I know you have a vested interest.
I do
You have a
not-
vested
I can't
interest.
say that I don't want what you want is canon, so.
I am here to fulfill my duties, as you are aware.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across this land.
Skaba, do you care? Do you have thoughts and feelings?
I mean, after the last town that I was in got raided, I kind of was just, searching for something else. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of just hanging on to see where we are going.
This is something else, so.
There will be a reward, if that's any consolation.
Yeah, I mean, I gave up a reward earlier. I mean, I could have had you all killed and, could have been on my way with, a good
Been 1,000
pocket of
gold richer,
you know.
yes.
But I chose not
Good
to.
point.
And so, here I am. I figure I stick along, see what happens.
We'll call it an investment then. Very good.
I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to abandon you guys, so,
Good point.
We couldn't do anything if you just flew away.
Exactly.
Well,
True.
thanks
we
for
really
playing.
like having you around, though.
No, I appreciate it. It's pretty nice. Getting some fellow people to travel the world with.
Jeremy kind of like still glares a little bit at you, but she's like, yeah, I like you too.
Oh, yeah,
But
right.
I am the speaker, just remember, I talk a lot.
That is, I have no quarrel with.
Oh,
you
yes, because you
talking.
hit her the other, yes. Him?
Are we gonna move on from this? I didn't really want to talk about it.
And yeah, you guys kind of go along your way and eventually make camp and start setting up, eating the last little lamb and settling in for the night. And who is keeping watch for this thing here?
General order?
Last. Can't see.
Because I believe, so Yuzgan will take the first one, and then the second, third, and then fourth. So Jeremy and then Skraba. So Yuzgan does wake you up right around when your watch is coming to Ribos, and shakes you awake and goes, "We have company."
What? Who?
I don't know. And you hear a man speaking in Orcish. No trouble. I don't want to cause any trouble. I just wanted to. He looks around frustrated, and she's like, "I don't speak his language."
Obviously, that's why you woke me up early.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk over.
So
That's where he's at.
the person standing in front of you appears to be some form of mercenary. He has armor and equipment on, and looks like he's built for travel. Looks like if he needed to sneak, he could. That kind of thing. He's by himself, and he has a horse who clearly has been riding for quite a bit. He goes, "Have you seen 4 little ones? A goblin, a gnome, and halflings. 2 of them."
2 halflings, a goblin and a gnome.
Correct.
Brother, why do you track these creatures?
They are escapees.
Prisoners?
Yes.
Of what crime?
And he eyeballs you a little bit. He goes, I am just sent to find them. I don't know their crimes.
That does not set well with me.
You can go ahead and make an insight if you'd like. This is right about where we left off and realized that
I'm so
none of
terribly
what we
not
had was
check.
working.
4.
4.
4.
There you go. You're not sure if he's telling the truth or if he's lying to you, but it seems plausible, I guess. If he's just sent off on an errand, he goes, I don't know who the fuck these people are, but I'm here to go find them, that kind of thing. So while it might not sit well with you, it could be the truth.
Well, I suppose a bounty hunter doesn't necessarily need to know the details.
It's like that. I'm not finding this for just someone. I'm finding this for my band. But I don't know why.
What use do these little creatures be to you?
They're prisoners.
Well, I say they probably wouldn't be able to survive in the wild anyway, so why waste your time?
So you have seen them.
We saw some the other day, yes.
When? Where?
Along the road.
That way? They followed the road. Thank you.
I guess you're welcome.
And he kind of fishes into a bag and pulls out a gold coin and hands it to you.
Oh,
And he-
I do not need your coin.
Very well. Maybe I'll drop it on the ground. He goes to put it in his bag and oops. And just clink.
Bend over.
Right. He hops up onto the horse. He goes and nods and does that thing to you and runs off.
I'll just yell at him as he rides away.
Warrior such as yourselves do not trouble himself with such trivial matters.
And he kind of waves back a little
Go
bit.
back to your people.
Izion's like, what happened? Why did he give you money? Why did you refuse?
He is asking about those four that we saw earlier today. I told him we saw them, gave him some vague information that they were on the road. He decided he wanted to pay me for the information, but though I didn't straight lie to him, I didn't find it appropriate to take his money. Anyway, I'm not
Very
sure
well.
why he's after them, but it doesn't make much sense to me.
Does he own them?
What do you mean?
Some of the southern orcs keep slaves.
The slavers,
Some.
bastards.
Well, how did you not know this?
Lazy, good for nothing.
The south is filled with that.
I am not from the south.
I realize, but
My people are known to be gluttonous. They are not lazy. Drive those weaker than them to do their work.
so what did he say? Did he own them, or why was he looking for them?
He said they were prisoners. Well, he would not.
It's a convenient
he
lie.
Would not share the crime, or did not know it. I'm not sure which.
Well, unless we want to ride after him. And she goes to lay out her bedroll. Unless you want to go after him, we don't really have much of anything to do with that.
Well,
She'll-
with any luck, they'll elude him anyway.
They were running on the road barefoot with no food. If they make it free, they deserve it. And lays on the thing. It was, good night, Ribos.
Don't we all deserve to be free?
In a perfect world, yes. But this is not a perfect world.
You are right.
I will go start strapping my armor on since it's my turn to watch.
Sure.
Get that all ready. Put my
All right.
shield on and I'll lean back up against the cart just out of the light of this fire and
Sure.
keep an eye on everything.
Yeah, the rest of your watch passes without much incident. And the rest of the night goes pretty well. And you guys all wake up in the morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
yeah.
Except for Sunny, who's still... it looks like it had gotten worse over the night. And then is now tapering off a little bit.
Oh no.
So,
How long is Sunny going to be ill like this?
maybe another day. 2, if that. It's she drank a lot. It's supposed to knock you unconscious, but
High tolerance.
no. It's meant for not to knock you unconscious or you or whatever.
So
But-
this is your dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's
You have no cure for it.
nope. This is to deter thieves. I leave a bottle of fine booze lying around, and if somebody drinks it, that's on them, not me.
That sounds about like Sunny.
It's actually not a bad idea. Really.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's why I did it.
Alrighty, well,
I'd give her the one of the flowers, but nope.
Yeah, what did you call those flowers?
I don't know. I don't know the name. It's a panacea, a cure-all,
That's
but
what you call it.
yeah, I don't know what the actual flower name is. I just got sent to there to, I saw that there was trees, and then I left, and I saw you guys at the burning inn, and then I sent you in there, and here we are.
lied to us and took us on not a shortcut and brought us back.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you
I
understand.
remember.
And then made you a.
Nice helmet on today.
It is a nice
And
helmet.
he like
Yeah, he
points
starts
over
like
and
to
like,
pet the horde a little bit. This
Yes.
is a nice helmet. I do like it. But that does not make what happened earlier non-existent.
Yes. And if this flower is a cure, why don't you just get just a little bit of Sunny? She's tiny.
I don't know what it'll do. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it'll hurt her, just like the booze. Could make it worse, could make it better. Who knows?
You are dodgy.
I don't know what this thing. I'm not an herbologist. I don't know these things. I'm an alchemist.
You just said it was a cure.
Yeah, that's what I got told. I don't know if it's a cure-all for all species, but I know that I get sent to go grab that, so I can do what I got to do.
All right.
She has a strong constitution. She'll be fine.
It could happen.
We can risk it if you want. I'll go grab one.
No.
right.
No. We'll let her rest for
Well,
now.
let's get moving then.
I agree. We're on time frame.
We should be able to get there by nightfall, and then I'll never have to see you people again.
Hey.
Sounds good to me.
We could be so lucky.
And he hops back into the cart and he goes, I'll drive this time.
Okay.
Where are you traveling on? Are you
I'm
hanging out in the
gonna
wagon?
stretch my wings a little bit. You know,
Sure.
Do a little slow flying.
Flap around and all that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Bird things.
All right.
Everything.
So as you're traveling along, you do see there's a traveler or two that are walking away from the city. You see a group of soldiers that end up coming by. Most people just, they leave you alone as much as you leave them alone. That's you guys aren't doing anything wrong. You do get some weird looks though, because you're an eclectic group. And a few of the townsfolk kind of avoid you, but not in a, oh god, it's monsters, but more of a, actually, everyone go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, I should have went with this one.
13?
8.
Oh,
Eight.
12.
12? You two notice that people are avoiding you guys and the soldiers. They're trying to stay away from anyone with a sword. So they must think you guys are some form of mercenary or something to the effect. So
Jamie just thinks that it's her horns. It's just like every time somebody looks over, she's like, I know it's nice.
and a fun thing, you notice that you can actually pull up the faceplate of it. Yep. So
Oh, sweet!
it brings all of your.
Jeremy likes her face.
It'll come up onto the horns, if that makes sense, and then you put it back down, and then you
Oh,
can keep going.
she does this a couple times. Oh, and she leaves it up.
And you do see that Sunmut is watching that and he goes, huh. I didn't mean for that to happen. And he kind of shrugs and goes back to riding along.
So you made something out of a tree and you got a happy accident. I like that.
Yep, that's about right. All right, and as you're traveling along, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. Big money.
Not my strong suit.
Big roll.
Just can't be good at everything.
22.
I think I can.
You got it.
13?
22.
22?
Damn.
Natural 2021.
Nice. So you guys, both Shkaba and Jeremy, notice when you as you're riding along, there is a larger group of horsemen behind you. So yeah, Jeremy, you noticed something that the reason that you ended up noticing this is as you were going along, you saw a little bit of a glint behind you, and it seemed to come off of the head of one of the people riding along. Something was shining off of it. It just caught the light in the right way, and you're like, huh. And they're not galloping forward, but they are moving faster than most people.
Oh, everyone, there's behind us.
I look behind.
Oh,
Does it look like they're coming after us specifically, or like?
They're on the road. They're moving a little quicker than normal. They're
should
decently
move
far
over.
away.
Try to ride toward
Off to the
side of
side.
the road.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work. It's a little rougher on that side, so it slows you down a little bit, but that's how it goes with the wagon. And as they get closer and closer, you do, just peeking over your shoulder and that kind of thing, you do notice that they are armed and armored. You can see, sword belts and very clearly, like there's some form of chainmail on them, that kind of thing. And after looking at it for a while, you do notice that one of them appears to have a mask, a silver mask,
Oh,
Ribos.
and they're not galloping, but they are riding along at a faster pace than you guys are.
Jeremy, this is very disconcerting.
It does appear to be 9 of them as they're coming up. Mm-hmm.
All right, just
Are they
be
mighty?
calm. Be calm.
Huh?
are they mighty?
Maybe we'll find out, I
don't know
guess.
if I want to find out.
Let's just be calm. We're just traveling. Just traveling.
Of course we are.
Just pull off to the side a little bit and let them pass, and everything will be fine.
They're not after us.
No.
No, we're kind of after them now.
Float up a little higher.
And as you guys are going along, Yizgaon's like, "What? Should we be concerned? You seem concerned."
I'm very concerned,
Look back if you
but we should be calm.
Is it just the lead rider that has the mask?
Yep, just the lead rider has the mask. Silver mask on, and the rest of them appear like mercenaries. Just they're regular old leather-clad soldiers, if that makes sense. So they're not... You could slap this onto any woodsman and be like, hey, you're a warrior now. Good luck. And send them off. It's not anything spectacular, and they're clearly not particularly wealthy, but yeah. And as they approach closer and closer, they do start to pick up speed. Yep. Sunmut's like, hey guys! He's like hanging off the side of the wagon, pointing at behind him. He goes, what's is that your friend?
You recognize the mask.
It looks like your friend.
You must be quiet.
And he sits back down.
We're on the road, in front of open air. Let's just be cool. Casual. Keep it
And
casual.
you hear
Joshua.
as Sunmut starts speeding up the wagon.
Sunmut? No,
Yeah,
no,
he's like-
no, Sunmut, no.
Damn it, someone! Remember what I told you.
Floating higher
It
and
gets
higher.
into the center of the road and starts to just get us going as fast as he can.
Oh, why?
I'll follow Journey since she took off. Too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I can't lose the car.
I'll look up for
Yep.
Skaba.
I actually want to
Flat
stay
around.
behind the large group of riders.
Sure. You can fly kind of over top of them and
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. And they do. They as the cart picks up speed, they pick up speed, and they're moving forward as fast as they can.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Miss Garland, what do we do?
I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Yes, make for the city.
They're
We're
going
still
to
half a
catch
day's
us.
ride.
They're going to catch us, and they're going to kill us. I know it.
Find an open area, at least where we can defend.
And as you guys are going along, there are fields to the sides, little thickets of woods, and you guys are coming on to kind of a lazy turn. So yeah, what are y'all doing?
Trying to catch up with Sunmut.
Oh yeah, you guys are faster than the cart is. Yep. Especially in the first little bit, the cart takes a little while to get going.
Jeremy's gonna like try to grab her book, one hand, just bring it up,
Right?
flip page.
You're able to kind of,
Right.
once you get it open, you're able to hold it in one hand kind
Just
of
like,
thing.
okay, please protect me from sharp objects and pointy things, and just like blade ward, boom.
Right?
Does that have any kind of visual component?
The book just kind of glows green, and it's like a green shield just kind of poof, and then it just dissipates over me.
Yep.
I see this.
Well, so much for keeping it under wraps.
Casual. Is I think is the word
It's
you've
like,
been using.
it's like no
Then you see
freaking
he's
out.
gone as she's riding on the horse, but had pulled out a bow and arrow and is just riding with it, like the horse in between her legs, and looking like she's ready to shoot behind her.
With willing, embolden me.
Nope.
Brown and green pulls.
There you go. False life.
False life.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Yasgalan does look around and he goes, no matter what, this body has to get into the city.
Don't lose it.
Purple and blue.
Someone
There you
must stay with it if possible. We cannot
Fine.
lose it. Don't leave it with Sunmut.
Sunmut, we're not going to be able to beat them to the city.
He's like, well, he's like, I'm not getting caught with my pants down.
You started this. You could have been calm and then
Start shooting! And he like, points back. Sonny, drive this. And kind of goes over and he has picked her up and set her down onto the front and handed her the reins. And she's like, I don't know how to drive. He's like, just keep doing this.
How far behind us are they?
They're quite a bit of ways, but they're starting to get closer and closer. So they start to get within disadvantaged bow range. So within. What is what is bow?
Longbow's like
No. Longbow. No, short bow.
It's like 320 short bow.
Short bow's 320, 80, 320.
Yeah. So they get within probably at this point 200 feet because of the bend. You're able to still see them, but they're starting to catch up to the cart. You guys aren't actually moving as fast as you could because the wagon is slowing this horse down.
Cool. I will ready a spell,
Sure.
Eldritch Blast, and if the masked rider gets within 120 feet of me, I'm gonna
Gotcha.
let it go at him.
Sure. All right. And anyone else is prepping anything? Shkaba, you are over top of them, however high you want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay my full 60. Full 60 feet up.
60
above
feet?
them. Yeah.
Sure. Well, you can be higher than 60 feet. 60 is just as far as you can go.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep.
True. Yeah.
And
but that's
you
just-
have wings and arms, correct? So you can
Yes.
still use your bow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So if you're within 80 foot, you won't be at disadvantage when you're firing at things. But at the same time, they do appear to have bows on them. So this is going to be a car chase.
do they know I'm up in the air?
Oh yeah. They saw you
they
just
see
jump
me.
straight out of the wagon, fly right up into the air. That was pretty easy tracking. And you do see that they are getting prepped for that.
Okay. Are there like trees on the side of us too, or?
Here and there, there's some, but it's not like it's woods on either side.
Yeah. Okay. I want to try to get maybe like 20 feet in front of them and like try to dive into a tree and hide, and then I want to take a shot at like one of the horses in the middle.
Sure.
And try to
Gotcha.
knock
So
it out.
you'll have to fly quite a bit ahead of them and then get into a tree and then
All right.
fly
Yeah.
back over. But yeah.
Jeremy, while seeing Ribos kind of prepare himself, she's just gonna look back and, I believe in you, Ribos. You are the protector, and particularly inspire you.
I raise
And
my
then,
glowing hand.
Right?
Yes.
and then I'm gonna, okay, no more no piercing objects, no slashing, no anything, and blade ward for my action. That'll do.
There you go. And as they're getting closer and closer, Shkaba, you're able to, at that point, pop out and fire. So I'll go ahead and make your attack roll. And who are you shooting at?
The guy that's right behind the guy with the mask.
Sure. Yeah. There's 9 of them riding along, 3 in the front, and then there's they can only go about 3 abreast, kind of thing. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3, more or less all the way back.
Okay. Yeah. So 3, 3, 3.
Mhm.
I'll shoot the third guy in the front, I guess. So
Sure.
1,
So
2, 3.
the left, center, or right. In the second row, you're saying?
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
the first row.
First row.
Yeah.
So
Shoot-
first
I'll
row-
shoot the guy on the mask guy's right side.
Gotcha. All right. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Cool.
Actually,
Do I get advantage on that?
Actually, yeah. Sorry. Make a stealth check. What am I doing?
Okay. Come on, big money. Big money. 24.
24. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, they didn't know where you went.
Beautiful.
You like flew into a large patch of grass and then real quick climbed up into a
Yeah.
tree and then you're...
Beauty. All right. 21.
21. That hits. Are you shooting at them or the horse?
The horse.
The horse. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. I got 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what a horse has
Knock it down.
as far as health goes. 14, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. You catch this thing in the neck and it.
Yes.
You do see the two behind that one. Almost. Well, let's see. We'll give them dexterity saves. The first one actually leaps. He takes his horse and leaps over top of the fallen horse, able to make it way over top of it. And then the one behind it doesn't see what had happened, so didn't prep and crashed into the horse that had fallen over. So a tangle of hooves, screaming, and bodies just all over the floor behind him. So that guy is. If his horse didn't snap a leg, it's going to take him a while to get back here. So, but yeah, the first one is definitely out of the thing. The second guy is still moving up and all that, so he's still good to go.
Cool.
Oops.
After that, then yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Actually, no, I'm gonna stay.
You do see the silver mask person looks behind and looks at you and points. And yeah. So, what's your AC?
Oh, mine?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, 16.
16. Add 5 to that because you're in a tree
Okay.
firing out of it, so it's harder for them to hit you.
21.
Oh shit! Well, could I see a phone, please,
does it matter?
for a D20?
Oh, owie. That's gonna hurt.
This is really gonna hurt.
So that one's a crit. The other one missed.
Evasion? No, I'm just kidding.
Can I just not get hit? That'd be great.
1, 2,
Can I just not take damage?
Yeah. Can I just not?
There has to be a spell
Wow.
out there
Can
to.
I
I've rolled-
disengage?
That's weird. Oh, I thought that was. I rolled 2 7s when I'm rolling two. I was rolling 2 D20s at once. I got 2 7s on the same thing, 2 10s on the same thing, and then a 17 and 11. And I thought it was an 11 and 11. I was like, wait, what?
Oh,
No way.
breaking the system.
But yeah, you got hit twice. One of them a crit. Short bow is a D6, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you take 14 damage as one of them catches you in the collarbone, and then the other one you take 4 damage. So you,
Holy tits,
yep,
man.
there's just arrows launch at you.
I'm just gonna slowly swing down in the bush and.
Oh, and actually, you know what?
stay.
Hold on.
Oh, maybe.
No, so only because they have disadvantage while they're riding off as fast as they can to catch up with you guys. So my bad. So that natural 20 instead is just a regular hit, and then the other one is not a hit there. So what did I say? It was
It was
said
18 total
18.
damage.
right.
18
so
altogether.
it was 8.
8?
8
Okay,
instead.
that-
Yeah. So one wasn't a crit because I forgot. It's,
Other than that.
right. Everyone's got disadvantage while you're on the horse, riding as fast as you can.
All right.
Yep.
We're not riding as fast as
You're riding pretty fast. You know.
disadvantage.
Yes, so you could slow down, but then they'd catch up to you a lot quicker, which is fine.
We're only riding as fast as the cart can.
Yes, the cart is going 10 foot less, but still going as fast as it can.
Fair.
So it's it really what I have going on with it is if it's taking the dash action, that's where I'm like, now you have disadvantage because this horse is just going.
Got it. Speaking of
All right.
Has it come within 120 feet?
Not quite. They're catching up slowly.
Getting there.
But Shkaba, you bunch of arrows, and then are you flying back with to everybody, or what are you doing?
No, I'm gonna stay right there and watch them pass me.
Sure. They
Then I'll
go riding by.
go from there.
Yeah, you do see the other. There's one person that stood up from the horse wreckage that you just caused, and they're like, and not particularly happy about what the hell just happened there.
All right, I'll keep my eye on him then.
Sure. They're way off. One of the horses is moving, but it's not standing up. So it looks like they're out of the fight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
As you guys are riding off and what have you, I'm assuming Blade Ward over and
Oh,
over.
yeah.
You just-
Pretty
you
much
just
like,
keep-
Rivals, you protect me! And then I'm just like, also magic, protect me!
And after a little while, they do catch up close enough where you can fire that off.
All right.
They seem to be
The guy
holding
with
their...
the mask.
Yes, they seem to be holding their bow shots until they get a little closer. Because there's no sense in firing at you if they can just keep running.
Yeah, big hitter.
So with disadvantage.
No, for
You got the
there's not
longbow
a
or short bow?
rain.
For
What is the range on
dashing
this?
of the horses?
Oh yes, because of the horses. Yes,
Right.
that's what it is. Yes, correct.
So I will let my Eldritch Blast that I've been holding go at the lead rider there.
Big hitter.
I rolled a 7 and a 6.
Ooh.
So the 6 is gonna.
And are you,
Hold on.
what are you firing at?
You
The
got that.
horse or the
That
person?
is
The person.
Gotcha.
I will use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Not great. 13. Guessing that doesn't
13. And you're firing at the masked person. Well, as it
No, I was firing at him.
as it shoots over, you do see that they pull the horse off to the side, and it hits him in the shoulder, but it like ricochets off almost. They must be wearing heavier armor than the other ones.
Boy. Bastards.
Yeah. All right. And Jeremy doing anything? They're within 120 foot now. The first people.
Okay, Jeremy's just like, they can't hear me from here. Rivals, you just keep doing what you're doing. We're doing a great job. And I'm gonna bardically inspire him again.
Oh, did you use the bardic inspiration
I
last
did,
time? Gotcha.
yeah.
Yizgalin fires 2 shots behind her, and they both just
I had to use
whiffing.
inspiration to cancel out.
And then the people on the horses. What is your AC?
Mine?
Yes.
18.
Okay. 4, 5. Wow, they're not. All right. 18, you said? One of them looks like if it was a better shot, it would have caught you in the neck. It was a D20, or sorry, natural 20 and a 15 plus their stuff. So you got 1 arrow for 2 damage.
Yeah.
So it does
not
hit you,
bad.
but not by much. You see that the cart is getting peppered with these arrows.
Oh dear.
And then you see the person hold up their arm and then wave it down to the side. And they all seem to grab something, like they put their arrow that they have down and pull out a different one and start prepping something.
Uh-oh.
So they are had caught up at this point now to 100 feet.
All right.
Shikaba, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way towards them.
Sure. You end up flying 120 feet. Well, actually, no, hold on. You can do 180 foot in a round if you do nothing but flying, which is crazy fast compared to everyone else's 80. So you go twice as fast as anyone else. Just and they don't. Go ahead and make a stealth check because they don't know that you're coming up behind them necessarily.
I want to bullet build them.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
I don't know that you can fly necessarily.
But having a helmet wouldn't have been a terrible idea. Just, that was actually,
would be
so
actually a great
Sadat
idea.
came up with that and that helmet idea. He's like something to do with the satyr stuff. And we were talking about it for a little while. And his first thing was like, I want to see Shikaba headbutt somebody while flying at them.
That is
But
a
it's-
great idea.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I mean, I'm down to do it. I got a 13 on that.
13.
Probably not a good one. That was not a good one.
Nope. Yeah, they all don't seem to be looking at you.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real?
There was a bunch of perception checks. They weren't looking for you, so I gave them disadvantage on it because they're riding on a horse as fast as they possibly can. It's hard to do anything else other than ride the horse.
Oh,
So,
okay.
what you gonna do?
Do I have enough? Do I have enough movement to get up next to one of them, hit them, and get out of there? Or are we kind of pushing it here?
You'd be able to get up behind them and above them, but won't be able to do anything yet. Or you can go lower to the ground and be behind them. But this would take your whole turn to get up to this point.
Yeah.
It would be a dash action, your bonus action dash, and movement to get up to because they went 2 times,
Yeah.
which is 160 feet, and you went 160 feet. But you were also on this, bend of a curve, so you're able to get up behind them close enough to attack, but won't be able to attack until the next turn. But they haven't seen you, so.
Okay.
That'll
Yeah.
work out.
I'm cool. I'll
Alright.
keep behind them then.
Ribos and
I'm going to let
Jim?
out another Eldritch Blast go at
Sure.
the Silver Mask guy.
There you go.
Big
Still
hitter.
at disadvantage?
Yes.
How far away are they?
100
now?
feet.
100 feet.
Yep.
Okay. No, that's a miss. That was a 2.
Gotcha.
So I'm not
It
gonna
goes
waste
over
my
and
bar to get
Shkaba, you
some
gotta move off to the side on there.
Do I see Skabal coming at him from behind?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Yep. He's pretty low to the ground, and at a level where if you pick somebody up and drop them, that would be a bad time for that person. Jeremy.
Told me I could do that.
Jeremy is continuing. She wants to keep pace with the carriage. She is very, very concerned about losing it, and so she is going to continue her Blade Ward and tracking the car. Also looking back at Ribos to make sure he still feels like he's awesome because I inspired him, and then I'm going to look back and keep going.
Yeah, see, after I put the Eldritch Blast, I just shake my head and I reach down to grab the arrow that's like
Right.
in my neck and just snap it off.
And I'm
There you
like,
go.
still a badass. Good. Keep going.
You do see Yizgalon fires a couple arrows, and then one of them she pulls back and it unstrings her bow. And she's like, "Damn it!" and goes and puts it back on, and then is looking like she's gonna attack again. But you can see a very large cut on the side of her arm. From, if you've ever had a bow not do what it's supposed to do, it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, she's cut right open, and good old natural ones.
some butter.
She got 2 of them actually. It was on a disadvantage roll, 2 ones. So I was like, "Oh, something bad happened."
Oh, that's
yep.
not good. Did that both?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I didn't. Because I rolled it and I was like, holy shit. All right, well. But, yeah, well.
'Cause that's even a rare one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's,
Double ones? Yeah.
Double one.
I think it's a 1/400 chance.
My DM on Thursday rolled 3 nat 20s.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep, that's how it goes. Yeah, well, DMs roll like 4 times more than players do. It's just the way it goes.
well, he rolled them all at the same time. That's the thing.
That's how it goes.
Dude, he's gonna play lottery or something. That's great.
All right, and now these people, as they're pulling things up, and you see they're all messing with something on the side of the, and they're not holding onto their horses, and they're slowing down a little bit, and light up arrows.
Bullshit.
So all of them except for the head person has flaming arrows ready to go for next round. But they're going to start firing them. And you know from experience that horses are skittish animals.
Yes.
So this is going to be
Sweet. This is gonna be
something.
awesome.
They are still catching up to you guys, so they're 90 feet away. No, I'm sorry, 80 foot away at this point.
Solid. Looks like we might get to burn the body after all.
Protect the cart. Riding off a little bit. All right.
Solid.
So now you guys go ahead and go again because that was their thing.
Scappa?
You do see that the head person, while they are firing a bow, they do not have a flaming arrow.
Because they're just too cool for school.
Yes, they appear to be they appear to have done something, but you're not entirely sure what. They shouted something to everyone behind them and then was doing a thing. But you're not.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh dear.
He's like super smart. Okay.
All
So
right.
we got 7 guys left now.
Take him
Okay.
out.
And they're still running like 3, 3, 3.
Yeah. There's 2, and then. Well, actually, you know what? They would have filled up a little bit. So
They would
yes, it would be
fill
3 in the
ranks.
front, and then 2 and 2.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try to get close enough and hide again to.
Oh, you are not detected right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
since you're behind them, you could.
Oh,
Do that
solid.
without
Then
an
I'm
issue.
gonna take a shot at the
it's hard to hear flapping wings over hoofbeats as you're
Over all
chasing
those.
somebody down.
Yeah, the guy on the left side of the
Sure.
front guy. I'm
Yep.
gonna take a shot at
Sniper.
his horse.
All right.
Big rolls, big rolls. 13?
13 hits.
Yeah.
Horses have terrible AC.
Yeah.
So you catch it in the flank, and it collapses to the ground. And well, actually, go ahead and roll damage.
13.
13. Yeah, that's exactly its HP. So it
tragic.
crashes to the ground, and then the guy as he rolls on the ground with the horse, and you're flying over top of him. They do know where you are now, but yeah, you add that. So that
alright.
was your action. Go ahead with whatever else you want to do.
Can I want to fly back into the trees and
Sure.
outta
There's
here. if I can.
trees are pretty sparse, but you can. You'd have to fly ahead of them, which would be so you'd be able to go 120 feet, and then they'll move 80 foot up, so that you'll be 40 foot away from them at that point. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that would take. You wouldn't be able to hide on that turn. You'd be able to get to some trees, and then on your next turn, then do a stealth check, and then attack. That kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Just breaking down the action economy of that. But
Yeah.
yes, you can do that.
Are there some clouds I can hide in?
No, not quite. You'd be a lot higher. But they don't seem to be they don't seem to be too happy about the Birdman that's.
I guess I'll stay behind them though. I'll stay maybe.
You'd have to move out ahead of them, then hide, and then they'll move past you, and then you.
Oh, well,
See what I'm
okay.
saying?
Okay.
Or otherwise, if you hide back here, they're going to move 80 foot away from you, and if you're behind them, now they're way far away. So they could be within the 300 range, but you'd be at disadvantage, therefore negating the sneak attack.
I already shot the horse, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if I continue to follow them but only stay 40 feet behind them, can I do that?
Yes, you can. But you won't have sneak attack if you make an attack after that. But yes, you can.
Okay, yeah.
And they will also be able to fire at you. With
Okay.
what you can see now is flaming arrows.
Yep. We'll
That's a thing.
deal with that when it comes to it.
Sure. So as you're riding off, did you already make your attack?
Not yet,
on that?
no.
Cool. Go right ahead.
The one to my left, the
Uh-huh.
one to the left of the silver mask
Yes.
rider,
Sure.
one of the ones that has the flaming arrow out.
Yes.
I want to reach up and grasp my medallion and make a gesture at him.
Dark heel, dark, drown your soul.
And like a bluish green wave washes over him, and he's hexed.
All right.
He's going to have disadvantage on dexterity checks, and then I'm going to fire Eldritch Blast at him.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, big hitter, big hitter.
Ooh, I rolled double 19.
Hey, there you go.
Big hitter.
All right.
And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Yeah.
Boy. Oh, boy.
I thought you were about to say 24 damage.
You have invocations now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is also going to knock him back 10 feet off the horse. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is this
There-
the main guy?
No.
Oh.
No, I went for one
Somebody
of the
else.
lackeys first.
Lackeys have lower AC. Typically.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, he goes flying back. The two people
Can I
behind
add
them
this
both
to
get.
damage now?
Yes, you can add it to magical damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
10 points of
So
damage,
that's
and he's going to get thrown back 10
seven.
feet.
All right. Oh yes, he
5.
gets launched backwards with this this blast down, and also you have a D6 because he's hexed. That was with it?
I only
Got
rolled
it.
the one on the hex.
Gotcha.
And the
Hey.
D6, that's why I threw it.
Well,
in.
still.
Magical ones.
But yes, you get flung backwards, and that was with the D10, the bardic inspiration, and the
Hex.
hex. Cool.
Yeah.
So he got launched back. The guy behind him kind of ducked to the side, but then the guy behind that got hit, and then they both go flying backwards, and
so
the
got
horses
two
just
more.
kind of meander to the side.
Did
So
it kill the
they
one
slow
that
down.
I hit?
No, not quite, but he did fall backwards.
Pick him off easier now.
And maybe got trampled.
Ooh. Yes, he died from the fall. So as he got
right.
flown backwards, he apparently snapped his neck as he hit the other guy and then hit the ground.
Beautiful. That'll
He's-
just make a difference on my next turn. So.
Gotcha.
All right, that's my turn.
Yep. All right. And yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
So there's 4 left.
4 left. Correct.
Solid.
Jeremy's just gonna look back at Ribos and go,
one,
yes. Keep going, but just like,
It'd be like, cool.
why is Jeremy so crazy? Why am I thinking crazy things? Well, you know what? Maybe I'm inspired. Maybe I'm inspired. And then she like actually tries to tug her horse around
Uh-oh.
and like starts galloping
Riding
towards
towards them.
the
Brutal. Yeah.
guy. And
Okay.
as she's riding,
So
she's
they're
going
80
to,
foot away, so you could use your horse to dash and meet them on this turn.
she's gonna, yeah, and then grab her book and just, oh, may the heroes of the past bless me with bravery and cast heroism on herself.
Dive right off the head first.
Brutal. So you are able to, that's your action, and then
And then
move up
I'm
to
just
them.
I'm gonna actually dash the horse,
Sure.
get it.
You are directly in front of them
And
at
I'm
this
gonna use my
point.
bonus action. I'm gonna like kind of like try to like balance myself on the horse and bonus action throw myself with my helmet at the main
Oh, okay.
guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. However, you want
Yeah,
that to happen.
Acrobatics check?
Sure.
Yeah.
That seems right. You know?
Yeah.
You don't get to
I
do
don't know,
acrobatics
man.
check much.
I'm flying
Yeah.
with it. Here we go.
Balancing on the horse.
Big hit.
I feel like that would do it.
Oh yeah.
This is one.
This seems like one of those inspirational moments.
This is one of the ones that
Seems
you
like
don't
one of
want to
those
fuck
that
up.
you just don't want to fuck up.
Yep. Too cool of a moment.
All right.
Big hitter.
19?
19.
hitter.
Yeah,
Acrobatics,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was
That
like,
does it.
oh no, is it like
Their strength save, they
athletics?
got not so great.
Not a 19.
12. And it's a DC 13. Yeah, they're not a strength-based person.
So I'm just gonna walk with those paws right off the horse.
I'll go ahead and make another acrobatics check.
Okay.
This is for a different thing. But yes, the one goes
is to see if
launched
you catch
backwards,
yourself.
flying.
Yeah, no, I probably am gonna damage myself here. It's too much luck
It
happening.
does. It knocks that person back, and then the person behind them also. They're riding close enough together where when you launch the one, it launches
land
into
on
the
his
other.
horse then.
I've been giving them dexterity
Shit, right.
saves, so now you have another cluster of horses and people. And yeah, there are two still riding, and then
15.
Jeremy's horse, who has now been like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, no, I kind of figured. It's just
Right.
like, Wah!
Oh, what'd you get?
15.
15. You end up on that person's horse,
Yes.
riding backwards.
And I like smack his ass to keep it going forward
Sure.
so
Oh, yeah.
it can catch back up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's-
You do see the two people next to them are just like confused as to what they want.
and also she's like, oh shit. And she's like
Right.
looking both ways.
Yep.
All right, that's all my
And
shit.
as this person is falling onto the ground, they stand up and kind of dust themselves off, and you see that they pick up their bow off the ground and point it at you, and there's a glint of light, and then the thing goes flying off.
Damn,
That's gonna hurt.
that's gonna hurt. Luckily, I got like 4 temporary hit points. That's a natural 20, isn't it? You sick bitch.
What is it? 3 of them almost tonight?
Oh my god.
Oh,
well,
no,
if
this
I
is
don't
very bad,
die, I will be very surprised, but we'll see.
You do
tried.
see that they launch it, and then there's the arrow flies off, and a bright flash of light. And
I'm gonna puke.
let's see here.
This one's gonna hurt.
That was
Yes, it
really
is.
hurt.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you had that fake out, and I'm like, oh, maybe he messed up mine too. No.
No,
full blown.
this
is
one,
gonna hurt.
yeah, because they weren't on a
Right.
horse anymore, so it wasn't a disadvantage.
Oh dear.
Sure.
Yep. They definitely not feeling so hot on the. I mean, like for them, they're like, damn it,
Right, I'm gonna get you.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
and it just happened to.
Oh yeah,
to
no, I
work out
deserve
here.
it. I deserve it.
Let's see.
I'll survive. These 4 temporary hit points better pull me through.
You got it.
4 temporary hit points and pull me through.
Hopefully.
Oh god.
oh,
Oh, it's gonna be like
where is it? Where is it?
30.
Yeah, you'll figure out some stuff that's happening here.
I can't be frightened. That's great. I'm not afraid of death.
So I rolled 12,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it's 2d8s, so another 16. That's
I'm down.
it's 28,
I'm down.
and then another 6.
Oh yeah.
So
easy.
34 damage.
Yeah, and just like as she's just like slaps the ass of this horse,
Right.
it just boom, like
Yeah,
and she,
you
I don't know
see-
if I fall off.
Oh yeah,
or,
yeah. You get
just,
blasted
like-
in front of the horse. The horse, it looks like it runs over top of you, which can't help.
Right.
And then keeps moving along. But what is your max HP?
It is 16,
16. Okay, so then that puts it.
just below that.
Yeah, no,
So
it,
not
it
straight up
works out
red?
because you got dropped to 0.
32.
Yeah, no, you got dropped to 0, but then it didn't do. Yeah, it's fine.
Double damage.
Yeah, you're
right.
You had those temporary hit points.
Yes.
too, so.
Oh, was that? No.
Yeah, no, that's what did it. That's what made it so you didn't die.
Oh, oh, because I was like, that's a
Wait,
plus
and
4, so
actually,
that'll be
didn't
a
Blade
20.
Ward-
No, that was over with. That was last.
You could. Is that a bonus action
It's
or
an
an action?
action.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And there was.
and it's for that.
You did the heroism thing. That's
yeah,
what it was.
and then
Got
it was my turn again, and I
Right.
did heroism.
But yes, it appeared to be some sort of a blast of some form of energy. You guys, if you want to make an Arcana or Religion check, all those that are conscious.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a go with this intelligence I have. Come on, Santa.
I will say, getting crashing onto the ground after that.
Probably a death save.
Yes, one death
Okay.
saving throw failed, but not 2 because I'm not cruel here. But yes,
I did a cool thing. Yeah, I like ragdoll.
luckily Shkaba is right there,
Maybe
flying
I don't know.
behind. Yep. The other 2 fire
Arrows.
arrows up over and are going for the wagon, which wagons are notoriously easy to hit. That's a hit and a hit. So there are 2 flaming arrows
And a hit.
on top of the wagon as they're still riding along, but they don't seem as comfortable with everyone else behind them dropped and what have you. But yeah, this seems to be the last ditch effort before you guys make it to the city. All right.
Dog, man.
So Rebels and Shikaba, what do you
That
guys?
was a half day away, you said, right?
Yes, yeah. But this is them chasing after you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they caught up finally.
Did you?
Well, hot damn, man.
Yeah, because you just did yours, right?
It was me, and then
we went
back
going
around.
Shkaba, me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's the order, pretty much.
Okay, gotcha. So then they just went, and then now
And now
all right, I see what you're saying.
Shikaba's
Shikaba, go ahead.
He's been
Cool.
out of the order.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the guy who just fired the arrow at Jeremy, he's still.
He's
up?
on the ground, and he's now that everyone has moved forward. There, the 2 horsemen are 60 foot away from the wagon, but
Okay.
everyone is at least 80 foot away from where Jeremy and this person is, and this person is 40 foot ish behind Jeremy ish,
Yeah.
Okay.
Often
something like
10
that.
feet off.
And then you kept
and then
running.
I went a little further.
So probably
yeah.
maybe 50
Yeah.
feet, that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I want to come up behind him and grab him by his shoulders and pick him up.
Sure. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
All right.
Grapple him.
Come
Get
on,
him.
Big Daddy. Come on, Big Daddy. 17?
17. This person, when you go to grab them, they slink their arm kind of down, and well, you're able to kind of scrape up their arm and pull off this almost, it's like a wrapping on their arm. You weren't able to get a good enough grip. That was an acrobatics check that they did, but they got a little higher than that. They had a 15 plus 4. And
Is this strong?
no, not
Oh,
strong.
dexterous.
Yes,
Dexterous.
dexterous. So they, instead of ripping their arms out of it, they just slunk out of it. But as you pull that off, you notice a very pale white skin underneath.
That was the master driver?
Correct. Yep. Weird. It was stark white, like there's marble-esque,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that.
But yeah, then they look up and kind of just and look like they're going to be firing at you next round.
Oh, dear. Am I still allowed to make a
That
attack
was
on them? Or?
that was an attack, but it was a special attack, so you'd be able to have
It takes your attack action.
right.
So unless you get 2 attacks in your attack action.
Okay.
Yeah, because how does that work for? Well,
If you have to use the attack action
Yeah.
to do it, and
Right, and you
one
don't
of
have
your
a-
attacks is that one.
for sure.
So if
No,
you only have
I was
one,
trying to think of how it worked with like an offhand attack, but I think you have to make a weapon attack
you
for that
do
to
in
happen.
order to get
Gotcha.
that.
So yes,
Okay.
you have your bonus action and movement.
I'm gonna. Is there anything I can hide behind?
You can fly off to the side and
I'm
go that
gonna
way.
fly off to the side here and
Sure.
try to hide.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check.
UT.
Sorry about that.
Big Daddy. Nat 20.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
As you go flying, you'll kind of go towards the ground and then up, and then when they look up towards the sun and lose you, and then
Yeah.
you're gone.
Strategy.
And you're like, damn it! And you're like, I've done that before. So, little trickery from Shikaba here. All right, Rebos. There are 2 people following. They seem unsure that they want to keep following.
Masked Rider and one.
No, Masked Rider is on the ground. Masked Rider got booted off by
I
Jeremy.
booped him.
Yep. So there are
I didn't
2.
realize you went after him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
went after the big
and then
guy.
he
So
came
there's-
after me, of course. yeah.
Yeah, with an unfortunate crit. That
Yes.
was,
Okay.
Yes.
So there's 2 regular riders still bearing down on me. Well, bearing down on the cart.
right, and then the cart is going to be catching on fire pretty soon.
As I saw what happened to Jeremy, I'll bring my horse to a stop.
Right?
And I'll point at the one closest to me.
Sure.
Doc, you, Doc. We'll chill your breath away.
And I'll move my hex to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see it kind of go up behind him, and
And then I will hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
all right.
Using no disadvantage this time, but I'll use my inspiration. And to not get much better. 13 to hit him.
13 hits.
Yeah,
These guys
big
are
hit.
only wearing leather armor.
8 points of damage, 2 of which is necrotic.
All right.
And it knocks him back 10 feet. off.
He goes flailing backwards as his horse kind of just runs off
And
to
then
the side.
I'll kick my horse and start riding towards Jeremy and Skaba
Sure.
and try to like run right over him.
You do see the other guy kind of just rides past you, and and your horse, as it's riding up, go ahead and make an animal handling check. It's not trained to trample people, so it's more likely to jump.
16.
Hey, that was 15 was the DC. So yes,
Yeah.
it'll make a hoof attack
Nice.
as it's riding by. That hits.
Clank, clank.
And 2d4. You want to roll that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, plus 3. 2d4 plus 3. So,
7
Yeah.
plus 3 is 10 more damage.
and yeah, it stomps on his head as you go by, and he's out.
Hell
As,
yeah.
as I ride him down, you see this wave of bluish green energy just like hover back over me as
Sure,
I
sure.
ride away.
There you go. All right. Now you do see the death saving throw over here. There are one guy had dropped. The other one is riding ahead.
It's a 12.
12. So success.
Success.
You're not
Yes.
bleeding out on
You're
the
That's
okay.
one success.
Yes. Yes.
You're
One
okay.
success, one failure.
Not quite dead yet. Can't kill me yet.
All right. And
Maybe next turn.
so Jeremy is 50 foot away from the masked person on the ground, and Shikaba is 60 foot away ish from Jeremy and this person. It's kind of a loosey goosey in there.
Yeah.
Ribos, you're running back towards them. You'd be able to get up within 40 foot of Jeremy by the time your horse is done sprinting along.
Which puts me how far away from the rider who passed me?
80 foot. Oh, sorry. Well, yes. So that guy is going the opposite direction. So you guys just kind of zoomed past each other. So how you started. So it's, I think, what is it, 40 foot away? Now you're 40 foot away from him, and well, actually, no, you'd be 60 foot away from him because you'd move a little bit closer to the wagon, and then closer to Jeremy. So
Okay.
that helps out on the visuals.
Yes.
You do hear a shout behind you. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. Don't worry about it. Never mind. I didn't forget anything important.
Problem.
I forgot that Yizgalem is also shooting a bow,
Restringing her.
but she's been
Sure, a minute.
rolling
Yeah.
like garbage. Except for that one. All right, but yeah, you do hear shouting coming from behind you as Yizgalem is trying to handle this last person coming up and dealing with the fire and all that good stuff. But Sunmut has not stopped. He just
Just going,
Just going.
man.
Get on him.
Yep. All right. So, do you guys want a break? Go to the bathroom. We're gonna do a break.
Before we finish this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a little bit of
Alright.
time there, but we'll be back in about 7 minutes.
Take a
Yeah.
leakage.
See you guys later.
What's gonna happen?
So, welcome back. We're going to leave because there is a tornado siren going off,
So sorry.
and no one wants to die.
I gotta save my kitties.
So
yeah, and I don't want to be stuck in the
felines are
basement.
very important.
Well, this basement.
we'll catch you guys later, and
Maybe a
Cliffhangers.
cliffhanger. What's gonna happen next? Is Jeremy gonna survive?
Is Woody gonna
Sunny
save his
gonna appear
friends?
and save the day?
yes,
Is
Missy will
Rivals
be
gonna
back next
kill it?
week. Jim
I
Soon,
will
yes.
not be here though.
What?
I will not be here.
Ah,
Am I
so-
hiding?
Right? Gone. There you go.
It's so good.
And
Yep.
For a week.
right, and then we'll catch you guys then.
Thanks for watching.
All right.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.
Wunderbar.
Basement.